people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to be stepped up quickly here. Just a yard after the 39.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Joey Bosa.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and
there he goes, left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Luck.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw because if he had time, he had a man wide open, had a chance to get it to him.
I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion and a touchdown. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Luck.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. He's got it to about the 40. The Dolphins at 15-1 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Love. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Love. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Locke. Oh, the
to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jalen Waddle deep to return it.
Taken in at the 22. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss.
He's got daylight. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 73 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. The lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
first and 10, Taylor now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Locke.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Escaping the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a first down throw. Locke.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Luck now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Done good with the extra point.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
93 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They'll drop the throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Rashad Bateman, 43 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson. Up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On first down, Locke. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On first and 10, Locke. That complete to Downs. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Completes it right side to Cooper. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Again, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Christopher Dunn now for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Breaks the tackle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, it's Achane. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Culpepper. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Running right, here's Achane. And bulldozing his way through. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 91 yards. And the Colts are back within a score. Done good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. Waddle will return this from the end zone.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. There he goes again, inside the 10.
They're going to take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane,
64 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and go. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Play action. It's Locke.
This pass left side to Downs.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Locke.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Locke. Flushed out right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Okay, let's make some good plays today. Come on.
On 2nd down, Culpepper.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the interception, it's Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about 4-2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Off of play action, Love sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Open net is Waddle complete.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drive to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw, Love.
That is incomplete.
Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to cut them 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Let's go now.